Hello. Are you guys able to see me again? Hello. I don't know if you need a refresh. Back here? Okay. I hear you. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I hope it doesn't happen again. Oh, but damn it, I'm gonna have another broken up VOD on YouTube. And I don't know if what we just broke through is not gonna show up on the VOD. Like, why didn't it disconnect when I was stuck? Anyway, we just showed him our lawyer badge and now he wants to tell us a secret. So let's see what the secret is and hopefully we don't get interrupted again. What's that? Actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Oops, I don't even have a half a fly's brain. I really believed he was the director. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Hold on, I'll give you something, real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia. What the hell is a dictionpedia? You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that, and my specialty is young, silky smooth, haughty patients. Gross? There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you wanted to know about Little Miss Eenie Miney, right? Little Miss Eenie Miney? That girl, I remember her especially well, really especially, very well. Okay, let's talk and keep the gross details out, please. Tell me what you know about Eenie Miney. Yes, I'll get to that, trust me, I will. That girl, that's right, she was transferred here from the general hospital. This was a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. Emergency plastic surgery. Can we get this guy as a witness so we can get him in jail too? That would be nice. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. I guess you might need plastic surgery after an injury. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around. Wrapped around? Oh, wrapped around and around in bandages. Finish the sentence, Shay. And her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright? She made a pretty incredible recovery in 1 year. Yes, it was an accident, They're scary, yes? Cars, yes. You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Do you have a clipping of that? I looked it all up, I did. It was terrible, yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? The operation. Just now you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Eenie's operation? Yes, Miss Eenie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eenie had a picture of herself. Can we get Meteor as a witness? Do you want to put Meteor in jail, Flanny? Why? Not the toast. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. What if it wasn't her face? I mean, what if it was a picture of somebody else? Maybe she was lying. Picture? She had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. Okay, maybe she wasn't like about her face. Sometimes the question is not why, but why not? Could be anyone's picture. Meteor will remember that. Oh no. Now Meteor wants to put Flanny in jail too. See, I got her picture as a way to remember her, yes. More like swiped. Breach of ethics? He took the picture of her ID. Pretty girl like her, I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure, my treasure, precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It was probably burned up along with the car. How did she have the picture of her license, but the license got burned? Why didn't the picture get burned? I am confused. Ini's photo for her driver's license. Director's Hotties treasured possession. I can read. The accident. So you looked up information on Ini's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Liar? Obsessive to the max, but I bet I can learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go, yes. According to this, Miss Ini was in the passenger seat. Who was driving her? What happened to the driver? The passenger seat. And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Ini fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article, yes. Articles about the car accident, okay. Maybe I can present that to her, but I wish I could see information on it. Like, who was the driver? I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Ini had her surgery and got better. Okay, so... the accident is a year and then took them 6 months to do this operation. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes, so how was I? Wait, are we in June in game and in June in real life? Damn it, I should have postponed streams until we matched up in dates. Until we made it to June 21st. Okay, streams are cancelled until June 21st. Yes, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Thank you very much. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Ini I said hi, okay? It's time for me to leave too. It's definitely time to leave. Okay. We know exactly where to leave to. Oh, something new in here. June 21st, Korean Village. Hey, how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Can only stream on the same dates and then the game goes like 2 years later. Yes. That's how streamers go on vacation and hiatus, right? The games force them to. I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier that old granny called the cops. What? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are getting real interesting. Morgan? But honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into, a murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. We kind of concluded that on our own. We shouldn't be surprised. But I am surprised she knows about it. Or she came to the same conclusions. Excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. He said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master. Eenie Miney. Do you know where Eenie is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. At least she didn't move. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things. Only she can clear up for me. The master. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's old sister. Why did they skip her? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. What is this Pokemon? Why is Pokemon community game not... Oh, it's very late. I want that Pokemon. They say the old sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sort of things too, like... Maybe I misunderstood what she told me earlier. She's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon. I want to show her. Wait, where's my newspaper clipping? It should be the last one here, but instead I just have the license photo. I was supposed to give the newspaper clipping as proof to unlock the keys on Enie's lies. Okay. Why do I not have it? Okay, something changed here. June 21st, Faye Manor, Winding Way. Hey, like I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah? I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Okay, I will actually go prep for bed. Okay, have a good bed prepping, Flonnie. Hopefully you can sleep soon. Good luck, thank you. I might need it. What's with that scary look on your face? I think I present this first, right? But then I don't have the thing I want to give her. Maybe I should save. They're not letting me save. I should have saved before I started this conversation. Oh, okay, so it just updated this clipping and I have been able to read it this whole time. I just didn't press the button. Highway of Nightmares, May 24, late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Miss Eenie Miney Hall's interview about the crash. Was I not able to read the previous clipping? What happened to it either? What was this clipping before it was updated? Whose accident was it? I was like totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and like I woke up in a huge sea of flames. So both she and the driver were sleepy. I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. I don't like remember anything else. Doctor lurking in the shadows. If Miss Eenie is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Are they both the same accident? Maybe. I think she was with her when she died. That's the only logical explanation I can think of. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Grey Surgical Clinic, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? So I think in the past I wasn't able to read this for some reason. And now I have all the information about what happened in the accident. There are a weirdly large amount of sisters in crime cases in these games, yeah. Okay, let's present this. Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. Ah, you suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Wait, what now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, this person has the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Miney, is like pretty common. No, it's not. What in the world are you babbling about? I guess this is where we use the picture, right? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here too. Wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting goosebumps. I think I'm going to let you get away with that? What now? Do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? I mean, I don't think the picture says that. Does it? This is your proof. What's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He is quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director. Okay, we only unlocked one. Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident? Wait a sec. I was in an accident, sure, but that's like totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... They didn't say this in the report? believe it was your sister, Mimi, Mimey. Mimi? You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when the accident occurred, making it one and the same. Okay, we did it. Nice. Traffic accident. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. She's not saying like anymore. Never mind, I jinxed it. We were on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. Were they both drugged? Okay, so that must be her. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? Why was it so important for her to grab the purse and not her sister? I couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. I'm sorry. Okay, so she couldn't even see her. I guess if saving your purse is safe enough to do, you should do it. I mean, it would have everything about your life, right? Dr. Gray. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? He was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Annie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I would say impossible. Is this a confession? What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I guess if this really involves summoning her sister for the murder, it would be very difficult to prove her as the murderer. Maybe that's what the challenge is about. Where is she? Damn it. We lost the epic music because I thought we're going to go talk to Morgan, no? But she's not here. Maybe she's in the side room. No? Okay, maybe we still need to do something about her. But what? Let's see if we can go talk to Maya again. How do I leave? Oh, there's something new at the entrance. Looks like something's up. Stop! Leave my mother alone. Ow. Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt Pearl, dear. It is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Wait, she called the police and she ended up being arrested? Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol. What? Detective, do not upset me further. What are you thinking, Gumshoe? Ah, sorry. Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Oh, ow. Why did I get punked? That punk was supposed to go for Gumshoe for trying to show a pistol to a kid. Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Wait, okay. He didn't arrest her. She arrested him. She's dragging the police. They're not dragging her. Mother. Okay, let's talk about this. Mother, this has never happened before. Pearls? Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. Just don't show her your gun. I guess he doesn't have a gun. Should I show her my shiny badge? Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. Okay, we're gonna kidnap the kid. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Shiver. Okay, let's see. I wanna try this. Maybe this cheers her up. Hey, Pearls, could you take a look at... Sniffle? Okay. She looks pitiful and sad. Okay. Okay, let's stop bullying the kid and let's go see Mystic Maya like she told us to. Here. Mystic J for an art redeem. Maybe? June 21st, 8:38 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia? So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it is a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Is the game telling me I should try to unlock some of them right now? Now we know a little bit about the history of the family, right? So maybe presenting profiles of her family members would unlock something. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure. Well, I welcome you to try. The murderer. Mia. Yes? You know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean? There it is. Why? Do you think so? He's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Gulp. He's scared. Okay, let's see. We saved, we're fine. If we mess up, also we almost have full HP because we healed. Phoenix? You think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes? Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. Okay, this is bad. Who is she protecting? Why would she not want to tell us? Maybe she's trying to protect Morgan? If she's an accomplice in the murder, she wouldn't want the truth to come out, but also that means that her sister would be blamed for it. Unless Burley was used for this scheme somehow, and that's the one she's trying to protect. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. It worked! Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. This doesn't cast suspicion on her, it's just cast suspicion on everybody because anybody could have been in that room. Actually, it only casts the suspicion on Eni because she wasn't outside in the meditation room with everybody. Let's use this and be like, well, she was trying to assist somebody who was hiding in the box. No, you're wrong. Whoops. It worked! The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the winding way. It's the same material as Maya's costume except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Change her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Okay, I see the point. What's that look you mean? What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood... And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? I don't think I do. Do I really still have something missing? I don't think the clothing box would work, but I don't think anything else could potentially work. Didn't work. What could I have possibly missed? Nothing new here. She's not even looking at evidence we showed her before. That Morgan Fay, she has been totally helpful. Did she just bow to the picture? What about her? Nothing in particular, I just wanted to know what you knew about her. Well, she's like a really good person. I see. Like totally. Okay, this is going nowhere. That's totally Mystic Maya's cousin, right? Yes, her name is Pearl. So, this little kid is the next master? No, no, no. Maya is the next in line to be master. Oh yeah. That's right. She's in a lot of trouble, huh? She's stealing quick glances at the picture while smiling like a Cheshire cat. But this will totally prove the power of channeling. What this is she talking about? Maybe I do have everything I need. Why would they change her costume? And burn the one she was wearing? Purple G is matching Mia. Yes, what's up, Lem? How are you? Welcome. How are you doing? I've been thinking about recording something for you to tease you a little bit, but maybe not. I've been playing Temtem with Soren, and I have an amazing tentacle Pokemon and has a signature move with some tentacle attack. I was like, maybe I should tease Lem with it. But yeah, I definitely made the right choice with it, with the starter. I got the tentacle one. How are you? I mean, this costume already had blood, so it would be like proof that she murdered him. So why would they take it off and burn it and put another costume on that has blood? Unless this blood on her isn't Grey's blood, and they don't want that to come out. But why would it be somebody else's blood? Whose blood would it be? It would have made sense if this didn't have any blood, and they're like, okay, let's change her into the murderer's outfit so we can blame it on her. Maybe the third thing I should present is the bloody one. And be like, why is there blood on both? When Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. I don't have proof of that. Do I? Nothing in here says it was hers. Okay, we messed up. I guess it's like trial and error now, and we have to reload until we get the right one. Unless I really missed something. If you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Please calm down, collect your thoughts, and try again. Made too many mistakes. Let's talk to the locked one, maybe there's a hint in there. No, there was no hint. Would this be any proof that it was her costume? Uh... Okay. I might have to look it up. But let's try a few more items before we look it up. Trying to remember what was Pearlie's answers to me. Like when she broke that vase, did she mention seeing something? Maybe I need to present Pearlie. No. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna look it up. Damn it. I hope I don't accidentally find some spoilers. Oh, Amy's profile. I was considering that, but I wasn't. I didn't do it. Okay. Let's try this again. I think we can keep going while even though we don't have any more HP. It just stops us from presenting more if we get to 0. But I don't see how presenting Ini's profile answers her question. I was only considering it because she's like the accomplice. But yeah, I could not make the connection, so let's have the game make the connection for us. How does presenting Ini's profile prove that the costume belongs to Maya? Oh. Maybe they meant the picture of Eeny Miny? Damn it. Let's try again. It didn't work. Was the guide wrong? Or did I misread the guide? Oh. Okay, I get it. I only saw 3 items because I was considering three keys. But it lists 4 items and it doesn't tell me the order they're presented in. So the one we need to present now is maybe the black key, and then we got a spoiler that the next one is gonna be, after that is gonna be Eeny Miny. I thought I presented the black key though, but maybe I didn't. But also, how does it prove it was her costume? Oh, I get it. I get it, because she used to keep the costume, the black key, in her sleeve. Okay, now I feel dumb. Why did I look this up? I could have been smart and figured it out. It actually makes sense. It's not random. It's not randomly presenting evidence. Okay. I am no match to Mia, for sure. I needed to cheat. Where's the profiles? Okay. Okay, let's hurry this up. Okay, and then we'd be like, well, it was hers because this key was also found in the incinerator and Maya used to keep the key in there. Quote, he is a squeaky toy. I am the squeaky toy. Okay, the black key. Posted the clip. Yes, if you attach the clip with the quote, it does work. And it was redeemed like that, so I've had some mercy, I guess, by having the context given. Neat, yeah. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve, and both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was a part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. There's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She needed Eenie Miney. Eenie Miney. She's the answer to the final question. So she did need solid proof for this, though. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Miney were in cahoots. Cahoots is such a funny word. Unlock successful. Okay. Imagine we had to carry over our HP from the investigation into the trial. The murderer. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fae Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Miney is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. We do have a motive for both of them. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? So that she can frame Maya and then she becomes the master instead. Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Oh my god, he's such an idiot. More of an idiot than me. Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. To be continued. Okay. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? What? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. No, she's a pathetic weakling that needs to cheat to win. Like me. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, Maya, you're amazing, but Phoenix just doesn't know how to say it. I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Why doesn't he say that out loud? Why does he keep it in his head? Good morning. Okay, at least we didn't have to kidnap her, but she ran all the way here again? Maybe she learned to take the train. I don't know. Do they even give her any money? The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. No, she's not doing well. Didn't you see her face? Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Or to try to rig the trial. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. I'm so pathetic. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? No. Don't be a cheater like me. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Oh, that's why he wants her to channel Mia. He just doesn't want her traumatized. Whoops. Meanwhile, I was trying to show her all kinds of stuff to traumatize her. Maybe I'm the asshole. What do you mean? What's going on? June 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Okay, time's for some whipping. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. I'm gonna be doing the whipping this time around. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix, right. I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. You're gonna be famous for going to jail. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. So she started at 13. Wow. How is that even allowed? Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. She knows. It's true what they say, women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. She just said that let's start already. You're not allowed to speak anymore. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But Miss Von Karma? Then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. How did she sneak past us? Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Okay, so she's gonna bring a whole bunch of lies. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. A witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique. A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? But that was after the murder happened. It has nothing... What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. But that was after the murder. It's irrelevant. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. We upped the ante twice as much. We're fine. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. The pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. What? All of this happened while we were calling the police? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Bullshit, and it's irrelevant. It means nothing. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right, she is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. What do you mean? It's all cracked. Her whole testimony is cracked. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Foreign lady? She is not foreign. Laura is not a foreigner. Why did I tell them who the other person is? Despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Mr. Fay? Miss Fay. Miss Fay. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. She really is sly. That was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question further. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she? This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. Lies? If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then quite suddenly she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant, and she was dazed. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey? That's a good point too. I am still getting whipped, damn it. Growing old is such a mysterious thing, trust me. I know firsthand. Physically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere else in there, and that time. Happy witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly what we should... Eek, be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone. Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think this is the first time we move on to the next witness without presenting anything. I think you can see where this is headed. They're both liars. Witness, name and occupation. So my name is Eenie Miney. I'm researching parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's... I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what it means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Psychology of Paras, the Pokemon? Now that you mention it, I noticed that Anne Pheasant appeared, but there was nothing on the overlay, and I'm like, what happened to the birdie? I wonder if, like, they're completely out of sync right now, so maybe I should just refresh it. Non-pheasant. Exactly. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. After the murder, When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room really suddenly. Oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy and sad in a way. My sister, she told me something totally terrible. What did she tell you? Hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean that defendant Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes. Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what was this terrible thing? I'm sure you would love to hear about it. Do I totally really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister... This is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Ini? So, actually, Ini took her revenge and also is blaming her sister for it. She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? Wouldn't this argument just be like, oh, Maya was being used by a spirit, if they're trying to actually make the court believe in spirits? I still can't believe it. Can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. No, there's so many cracks in your story and I have so much evidence to prove it. If the spirit argument worked, why not have another medium channel one again? You're right. Why don't we just bring spirits to the witness stand, if they're gonna accept this? What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. He's believing it. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread to unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouse more foolishly foolish Drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Of course, get ready for the show. Bring some popcorn. After the murder. When the channeling started, I was sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it? That's right. I think there were sesame seeds in the lunch they served that day. Speaking of sesame... damn it. I want to try sesame oil because I see it in recipes all the time. And instead of, you know, going out to buy sesame oil, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna use regular oil. It's gonna turn out alright. And it turns out alright, but I keep wondering, why did they say sesame oil specifically? How much better would it have been? So I'm thinking, if I finish the stream early enough, I might go buy some sesame oil and saute some bok choy and mushrooms. And if I don't finish early enough, I will buy the sesame oil later and cook that for tomorrow instead. Or maybe dinner today, I don't know. But it's been on my mind. I had like this premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? A little later, someone came into my room, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think. I don't even remember when the murder happened. But I think it was in the afternoon. Well, I don't know why I remember having to wait until after 3 p.m. or something for the channeling. Sesame oil does have a unique flavor for sure. Yeah. And we do use like tahini, which is, I guess the easiest way to describe it is sesame or sesame seed butter. But yeah, that's something we use quite a lot in our culture. But we never tried the sesame oil. Now I'm curious. 11 a.m.? Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. Oh, okay. I meant what time was it when that someone came into your room? Oh, so like that's what you meant. You should have been more clear about it. Can you answer the question? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? What was I talking about again? Never mind. About the person who entered the side room. She completely avoided it. And I didn't object. Objection. Are you absolutely sure it was your sister? I guess. That giggler was there, by the way, in case Pokemon was still in question. Wow, I completely missed it. Thank you. Oh my god, I almost called you Phoenix. Thank you, Meteor. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. She's just playing dumb. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. I'm letting her go with another one. That was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw your sister? I hadn't seen her in so long, so I was happy and sad in a way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise to seeing a dead loved one alive again? But maybe if I was someone... Ah, damn it. Maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. But I know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to think anything was strange. But... no, don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It is. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright? Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Okay. I'm totally cool with that. I wasn't scared at all, and her costume looked totally like normal. Normal? Why would she be wearing Korean village costume? So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Yeah, nothing was weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Is everything okay? Can I go on? She told me something totally terrible. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Like, didn't I just tell you about it? Did you forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish... what? Sieve? For a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Yeah. But could I hear the story one more time? Sure, no problem. I'll even tell it all spooky-like for you. That was no accident. Maybe there's nothing new in here. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? How was that? It was a little scary. I'm sorry, maybe I put too much spookiness into it. I know there has to be something here before I can use... something here I can use, but what? Where? Shiria put a lot of thought into this slide, didn't she? You can't rush this. Let's make this slow, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. I think I'm gonna present Maya's costume and be like, so you saw her wearing this and you didn't think it's strange? Don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I wonder if presenting the picture would have had the same effect. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray? It wasn't even about the costume, it was about the blood. I don't think that would have shocked her once, like, her sister told her she just killed somebody. I think it should have been about the costume. Why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. That's a good point, I guess, even if it didn't startle her. Order, Miss Miney. What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Part 2. The side room was kinda dark, you know? So the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. I don't think the side room is dark. It's very well lit. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Why? Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood? You think, like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No, I'm not satisfied. That was bullshit. Right, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. Wow, he understands my silence now. After the murder, part 2. The side room was kinda dark, you know? Really, because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause, witness. You may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. So, like, the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? Totally didn't. All I was looking at was her face. Continue. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew. She said she did something really bad. And she said she wanted to go with me to apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? When do you mean? When? When you... I'm guessing he's trying to lead to the box being there. So either I'll be asking, oh, did you notice the box was missing in the side room, or did you notice the box inside? This one could be referring to like something being in the incinerator, or the vase being broken and Pearly being busy with it. I think she would lie about the box, but maybe her seeing Pearly, she wouldn't like... She has no reason to lie about that. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Even though I don't know how it's gonna help me, but I think she's gonna lie about these anyway. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Nothing strange. So she is lying about actually seeing Pearly. Maybe this is where I can be like, well, how could you miss this? This girl had all these vase shards on the floor and she was trying to put it back together and you didn't notice that either? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It is. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. He's just as clueless as I am. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Should I present now or should I press? Let's press first. We will have another chance to object. Try to remember that time. Oh, I remember. I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of the witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Okay, let's go to the last statement and present the jar. Did it work? It sounds like it worked. I finally found the fault, or I guess, in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. It's an urn, not a vase, not a jar. Get your English right, Jay. Urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Yeah, I already said I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't totally say anything about an urn, or did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at the time, there was no way you could have not seen this person. Yes. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh? And she just happened to break this urn. Oh? Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. That was a ghost face. What? I really love the overreactions in this game. They're so funny. Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see? If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I would have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are lying. You are a masterful liar. Don't compliment her. She's a very bad liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Your lies end here. You were in the box. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Whoops. I mean, it's in her testimony, right? But I also used the evidence to prove this contradiction. Help me, Mia. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? Huh. How? I concede that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. So there is another way to go there. No. We know that. We know. She was in the box. There was no other way. She was already in the box. Look at the main manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was she? Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. It's not baseless. I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Wright. You might as well answer the question for us. Oh, I know this one. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the channeling chamber in a box. Miss Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Now it all makes sense and we don't have to make the judge believe in spirits. Miney was at the scene of the crime. Because she is the murderer. Order. That's why that is... Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Where was I hiding? Here. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. She was in the box. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now then, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying... Shut it, Gramps. And if you know exactly how old I am... As if you know exactly how old I am. How old is she? 21. They don't give us the age of the deceased. Well, not her sister, but they gave us the age of Dr. Gray. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Miss Miney, how are you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Thank you for the hydrate, Meteor. Appreciate it. Hydrate! Yes. Lara disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. No. Ah. Get it off? Ah. It disappears before I can actually successfully remove it. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Liar! Mr. Wright? I have not seen it there. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, it's the bullets. They line up. I present the piece of evidence that will prove. This clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Do I present the screen or the box? Because they both have the bullet hole. I will try the screen first just to say, oh, look at these holes, they line up. Wish all cardboard boxes could magically disappear. That would be nice. As well as junk mail. Oh my god, I have a huge pile of things to shred and... Okay. Most of them do if you hit them hard enough. Take a look at this clothing box. Maybe both of them would have worked. Because he started by pointing out the clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. Wait, I want this Pokemon. This... what on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. Wait, hang on that face. Which face? I missed it. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. She's helping us. Ini looked like her sister. Oh. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Hermione, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order, so what you're saying is... Then Mr. Phoenix, right, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. How did she pull off the boobs? Did she also channel her sister to get that physique? To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene... Bonk. Ow. Is this because of the boob comment? Quote. Oh, okay, fine. How did she pull off the boobs? Okay. How many do we have now? We're over 80, right? Let's try 84. Yeah, I nailed it. Pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. That's more plausible than your spirit possession theory. It is possible. No. I got debated. I should have said it's not possible if she had the help of Morgan. I didn't read the whole thing. She said it's impossible for one person to pull off. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna get penalized. If you're going to give me F, then give me some proof along with it. Where did Eenie Miney get the costume then? How about the wig? Okay, they're giving me a chance to recover by saying she had an accomplice. I wasn't talking about that exact point. I meant people, humans. If we want to do something bad enough, then that's enough. Beyond simply proposing that it is possible for one person to commit this crime, it is the duty of a lawyer to back up his or her claims. It's your duty. No, they're not giving us a chance to recover. I hope this doesn't give us like a guilty verdict just because I clicked something too quickly in the heat of the moment. It totally falls flat. Why do you have to hurt me so? It's alright, Phoenix. Huh? It isn't possible for one person to commit this crime, but... Okay, they're giving me a chance to recover. That's right. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Need I remind you the foolish receive no mercy? Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney? You had an accomplice. Yes. This person... If it wasn't someone from Corain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you couldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fae? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Faye with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. Okay, I guess that explains why Maya's costume had blood on it. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. He was still alive and he shot at her, right? Or tried to. Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not dead yet. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low on the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and finished the job. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. So there was no intention for anybody to witness this, and they kind of improvised once the gunshots were heard. Morgan was like, oops, we need to cover this up. So she's like, you need to leave and call the police, and I will take care of her. And that's when she pretended to get the spirit out, and then she changed her testimony because of what we proved in the last session, right? Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miley, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. I guess they did have that possibility in their mind, and that's why she had to dress up, though. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? But why did they have to change Maya's costume? I guess maybe it's so that the blood matches up or something, right? Because they knew that picture was taken. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. I'm glad we didn't have to bring Mr. Hardy to the witness stand. Or maybe we didn't win yet. Who is that laughing at a time like this? You simple-minded fools, I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? Did I jinx myself? Is she gonna call Mr. Hardy? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Maybe this is the point where she's like, what is the motive? You really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix, right. Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such a foolish thing? Well, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one more thing. Why would Miss Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Her sister. That's what I wanted to say, too. Motive? I don't have a motive. A motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Now it's a guessing game. Do they want me to present her sister, or do they want me to present this article Or do they want me to present this article? I think the most obvious one would be like her sister, and maybe he mentions everything else that happened. Huh? Just as I thought. No. Okay, that didn't work. Because through that accident you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Oh, it worked. Why did I skip through all that? Damn it. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid cramps. I'm going to explain, so please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. Damn it, I hope I didn't miss something important when I was skipping things. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end. No. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. She does! She has a reason. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See? It's just as I told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, now I conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney. Hold it. Who did it? Who said it? Your Honor, please, allow the defense one more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Mr. Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. There is? Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please? If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? Damn it. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. Why did she whip the witness? I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side. Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix, right? Hey, you didn't read out loud. How do you even read that? And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me. I will throw you out of the way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec. Okay, I think I will end the stream here. Because I think this will drag on for a while if there is a recess. We're not at the end of this. And yeah, we've already got our 3 hours. It's broken up into 2 VODs, yay. But it's there. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you too, Meteor. And thanks everybody for being here. No, why did I press that? No, close it. Whoop. Okay. I will be back tomorrow with this game. Wednesday, maybe Ship of Fools with Soren. I'm not sure. He's having some management change at the store and they're making him work longer and on his day off, like today, because they need to count everything after the management change or whatever. So I don't know if he's gonna be available Wednesday or if he's gonna be too tired. But yeah, Wednesday, maybe Ship of Fools with Soren. If not, maybe I'll do the ukulele on Wednesday, or maybe I will try to get back into art. We'll see. And then if there is Ship of Fools on Wednesday, we'll try to finish ukulele on Thursday. So yeah, and I don't know. If I finish ukulele on Wednesday, I have no idea what I'm gonna do on Thursday. Maybe start a new game. No idea what, but yeah, I'll think about it. So nothing set in stone for the rest of the week, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you guys around. Thank you, Meteor, for the hydrate. And have a good rest of your week. I guess there's still a lot left of the week, so a lot of things can go wrong. But yeah, bye. Take care.